This has been put up for the wedding event that's happening this weekend. I think this looks great. Let's have a look underneath it. Look at this. I'm really impressed with it. And right up there, you've got lights all the way around. It's going to look really good. I've no connection with the company that's doing it, but that's the make. Right, I've got to go and get some fuel. See you in a bit. Good afternoon, folks. Late May. I forget the date. I'm getting old. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, because yesterday was Monday. There we go. Everything's in full swing now. So it's a constant round as usual of covering tracks, preparing tracks, looking at weather forecasts. To just swap the camera around and show you. There's an adult track covered out there, and there's an under 15s track covered, because the forecast is possibly some thunder and some heavy rain this afternoon. So you know, get your work done, get the covers on, and what have you. We've just had a wedding this last weekend at the ground. If I remember, I'll throw some pictures in. But we had a marquee, which you can see the slight yellowing of the grass, and that's basically it. There's been no renovation work done, so I'm quite happy with that. You're always worried about them. Apparently everybody enjoyed the venue and the event, so we're doing. Again, all our plants are coming out, and I can reveal our little secrets project now that it's all been finished off. Let me show you. Here we are around the back of the pavilion. This was maybe 18 months or so ago just wild land, and we've done all this. We've kept this quiet while all the work's been going on, because obviously there's bits of machinery gets left out. But it's now open. Had a wedding that's used these facilities. Grant funded, and certainly on my behalf, I'd like to thank Lincolnshire Cricket for supporting this project, and the various companies who've done some really good work. I will stick a special thanks into a chairman, because he's been very hands-on with this, and he's put uncounted hours of physical hard graft in all that garden, and a lot of the work that just thanks. Also thanks, Paul. Place looks a credit. It's open for hire. So if you are at North Lincolnshire and you do want to hire this venue, get in touch, please. See you soon. And good morning, peeps. It's a Monday morning, and we've been really busy with games all over the place. So here's a quick catch up on where we are at the moment. Right, so that's the current match track. It was used on Saturday. I've given it 4 hours worth of water using the sprinkle hose, the flat hose, and covers over it, and I'll give that a roll tomorrow, because it is going to get used again, certainly once, possibly even twice. This is the next new strip. First use for this is going to be Lincolnshire, I think it's over 60s, v Cheshire. I do believe it's Cheshire. So that's going to be 16th of June, I think, off the top of my head. It's 14th or 16th, whichever. That has had I just brought it down from square height, which I am running a little higher this year as a bit of a test. So that's been cut at about 15, just so I could see where it was properly, and that has had a huge soaking. I'd hate to think how much, but the sprinkler hose has been on there for a total of 6 hours, and I've gone over it with just a normal hose pipe end and I've got the name of the attachment, just basically getting it a good heavy watering, and then the flat sheet's gone straight over it, and I won't be touching that for 24 hours. I want that water to soak deep so that the rolling is effective and consolidates the block. If I don't put the sheet over it, because we're now going to be into summer, the top's going to dry off and the bottom isn't, so you've got two different shrink rates and you start getting cracking and flaking and what have you. So I know the experienced groundies will know that, but you get that water on, get a flat sheet over it, and it lets that water get deep. If you put with the roll-on covers, that tends to let air get underneath, can still dry the top, although it's better than nothing. But that's the flat sheet job there. Other than that, the rest of the ground is looking reasonable, and the next week or so there'll be another application of weed killer on the outfield. It's just starting to come back from when we did the application early on in the year, or earlier this season. So we'll get another application on there and get that done. Other than that, it's pretty non-stop. So I hope everybody's having fun. I'll talk to you again sometime. Good morning, it's Wednesday, and it's now June, officially the start of summer, as you can see from the clouds behind me. Right, here's what we're up to. Well, a bit of a tidy up day today. I was missing in action yesterday as I was umpiring down at Sleaford Cricket Club, Lincolnshire v Leicestershire, yeah, under 15s. So I'm busy with that. So that's going to be the new senior track. I've had the flat sheet off. verticut, took a couple of big bags of rubbish out of it, taken a couple of millimetres off it and give it a good roll. That's the one that's been under the covers for at least 24 hours after being soaked. So it's that one. Don't know if this is I do this to help pull it on and off and keep it straight. It's an alloy scaffolding pole stuck through the holes. I just put a rope on the bike, and if I'm pulling it on and off, and it keeps it more or less in position. I find it saves a bit of time. Use it or not use it as you wish. Senior track for Sunday, and possibly for under 15s a couple of days later. Other than that, just taking a run over the square, just to take the top off. I am keeping it longer this year. So I've just got the put these in. That's what I use for the flat sheet. Now that is coming this way, so I shall get that pinned down pretty quick, and probably get everything closed up. Yes, I also put a summer feed on the square, a bag of Enforced Basic, because it was time, it was due. And right, I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope everybody's doing well, and nobody's sort of causing physical harm to wicket keepers that scratch behind the stumps, or bowlers that are digging trenches, or batsmen that are digging foxholes. Yeah, don't bugger off a groundsman, because they usually have places to bury the bodies, don't they? And wood chippers and things like that. Right, I will speak to you possibly in another 4 or 5 weeks. I hope everybody has a good time until then. Bye bye. Sometimes as a groundsman, timing is everything. See you soon.